Right, guys, Burnley have just beaten Southampton by 2 goals to 0 in what is a massive result at the bottom of the table. Obviously, I mean, Southampton are nowhere near the bottom of the table now. I think they're around 12th, so they're comfortably safe. So they're on the beach at this point, pretty much, Southampton. But Burnley have definitely got it all to play for. And they needed to win tonight, and they got the win tonight, and they played quite well. The first 10 minutes, I thought, Burnley aren't looking too good here. Southampton looked like the better side, but then Burnley, when they got forward for one of the first times in the game, Connor Roberts sort of drifted into like an attacking midfield position, picked up the ball, opened his body up, and whipped it into the top corner with his weak foot. Superb finish, and I mean, what a way to score your first Premier League goal. If I remember correctly, I think he also scored at the Euros last summer for Wales against... Oh, who was it against? Can't think of who they played now. He was in Wales' group. They had Italy, Turkey, and someone else. I think it might have been against Turkey. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, what a goal it was. Brilliant strike. And they managed to double it just before half-time as well. Nathan Collins got up high and nodded it into the back post. And, well, didn't hit the back post, inside the back post, I should say. And Jack Cork, who was in an offside position and was in the way of the shot, did phenomenally well to get his body out of the way of it. And there was debate like over, is he like interfering with play? And he definitely isn't, because he's not in Fraser Foster's eye line. And also the ball goes between him and Fraser Foster. So Fraser Foster can see the ball at all times. I've just said Fraser Foster. Forster, sorry. I think a lot of people do that, don't they? Yeah, but Forster can see the ball at all times there. And yeah, I'm not saying Forster should save it at all. Like, it was a really good, well-placed header. But, I mean, you can't like say that it should be disallowed. In my opinion, it was a perfectly good goal. But yeah, Southampton first half, after that first 10-minute spell that I was on about, they really didn't show that much, to be honest. I'm struggling to think of moments where they looked like scoring. In the second half, they did come out a better side, though. Nick Pope at times had to make some really good saves, especially a James Ward-Prowse free kick, and also Che Adams' volley when he came off the bench. Some brilliant saves from Pope. What I am forgetting, though, in the first half is Oriol Romeu had 2 headers for Southampton, which he probably should have scored them both. The first one was a free header, like no one picked him up, and he somehow missed the target completely. In the second one, he missed the target again, but to be fair, I don't think he was expecting it, so you can let him off the second one. And yeah, but Burnley's defending on set pieces wasn't the greatest tonight. They got a bit fortunate at times with like Southampton players missing chances and Nick Pope making some good saves. So that is something Burnley definitely needs to look at improving. But that also could be down to the fact that they are missing, Ben Mee in the back line, who is such an important figure. Like Nathan Collins, since he's come in, I think has been generally quite good. But he doesn't have that leadership, or not that leadership, but not that experience that Ben Mee has. Like, Collins is still really young. I don't know how old he is. I think he's only like early 20s. But yeah, Charlie Taylor also made a superb tackle in the second half to deny Che Adams at one point. So yeah, whilst I have criticised Burnley's defending on set pieces, there were some like outstanding moments of defensiveness, if that is a word, um, um, where they managed to stop Southampton from scoring, and they even got a third themselves, Burnley, but it was disallowed. There was a bit of I'm trying to remember this correctly, a free kick or cross at the back post. Tarkowski heads it across goal. And I think it was Rodriguez and Forster who collided. Forster managed to punch it away, but it fell straight to Jack Cork, who like sort of bounced off his knee and went in. But it hit Jay Rodriguez just before it went to Jack Cork's, and Jack Cork was just offside, which sort of saved VAR in a way, because otherwise they had a bit of a tricky decision to make with regards to it coming off Jay Rodriguez's arm, even though there was absolutely no intent for Jay Rodriguez to touch it with his arm. It probably would be disallowed, I'd imagine, because I mean it's an assist, isn't it? It's gone straight from him to Jack Cork. But yeah, what else? There was something else that happened in the second half of Burnley, and I'm struggling to think of what it is now. Oh, they had a penalty claim, Burnley. Tarkowski had a shot, it was a half volley. He caught it quite well, and James Ward-Prowse has come down, like charged at him to block the shot, and he's sort of turned away as the shots come in. His arms are out, but they're sort of like, they're not out to make, they're like sort of out as he's turning. So for me, it would have been really harsh to have given a penalty. You can argue for it because it is a shot that was probably going to hit the target, and it has clearly hit Ward-Prowse on the arm, and his arms are out. But at the same time, the distance between Tarkowski and Ward-Prowse was very close, like they're little more than about a metre away. And Ward-Prowse is moving his arms away from the shot, like he's not going towards it to block it with his arm. He's turning them away. So for me, I think to not give a penalty was probably the correct decision there. But yeah, finished 2-0. And yeah, this is massive for Burnley now. They've played a game more than Everton, and they are 1 point behind, and definitely have the easier running this weekend. I've forgotten who Burnley play this weekend, but Everton have a trip to Anfield, which I mean is going to be probably Everton's toughest fixture of the season. Like I don't think Everton have won this century at Anfield when fans are in the ground. So that is going to be a very tough fixture for them. But yeah, I do want Burnley to stay up because it's not. It's part of me, because I'm a Liverpool fan, wants to see Everton go down for a season and then come straight back up again. And there is also a part of me that desperately wants Burnley to stay up, because I do like Burnley being in the league because they offer something different. But yeah, it is really tough to call right now because Everton, they picked up a win against Man United the other week. They got a late equaliser against Leicester last night. They can pick up results when you least expect them to, so it will be interesting. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.